Live from Town Square Towers at the heart of the Jersey Shore. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Get up, get out, do something. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. It is Thursday, April 7th. It is 6:08 in the morning. It's 55 degrees, heading up to 59. There's only a 100% chance of rain today, so I don't, may not happen. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310 News Talk Radio, streaming live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 if you want to join the conversation. Our conversation now is with Stacey Kavanagh. She is from Provident Bank, market manager / VP with Provident. Good morning, Stacey. How are you?
Good morning, Jeremy. How are you?
I am fantastic. Are you, I like to ask guests at 6:09 in the morning, are you excited that you were able to get up super early and get to the radio station?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, really, what's better than this? If you want, you can just come even like the next couple days just to hang out, right? If you want to get up real early and just come on in. No.
As long as I can stop at Uncle Dude's, I'm good.
You're all set then. All right, great. So, Stacey, why don't you tell us a little bit about Provident Bank? There's certainly a lot of choices out there. So what makes Provident Bank so special?
Well, Provident Bank is a true New Jersey-grown bank. We started back over 175 years ago in a small place in Jersey City, and we have been working with not only our customers now, but their grandparents. So we've kind of taken the values of that time from 175 years ago. We're current, but we're still working on those values of keep working with our customers, engaging with them, and meeting their needs. Cool.
And so as a market manager, right? So what does that mean? What do you do there?
Market manager.
Yeah.
It's a nice position. I have 3 locations, all in Ocean County: Point Pleasant Beach, Brick, and Toms River. And what we do is we have the branch network. They will report up to me. And then I have the beauty of being able to go out, actually get to know our customers, help out in the community, do all the community outreach, and get to meet with people like you.
Really? So that means you get a lot of you get to have a lot of company paid lunches, right?
No comment.
That's cool because it's definitely so much more fun to be able to be out in the community than it is to be within 4 walls of one particular spot all day. I assume you started that way though, right?
I did. My first job was a part-time teller at a bank,
really?
In which I had said, I'll do anything in this world for my career except work at a bank.
Really?
And here I am.
Well, why? And so, what was your initial aversion to banking?
Banking comes with this kind of thought that you can't really live off of working at a bank, and there's no money in it. So when I came out of school, I had said to myself, well, I have to follow the almighty dollar. So I went and worked for a big brokerage firm and, was looking at making a ton of money. And I kind of realized after 9/11, making a ton of money wasn't where it's at. And that wasn't me. And it wasn't the impact I wanted to make as a person in my life.
Okay. So you decided then you're like, if you can't make a ton of money, at least you could be around a ton of money regularly.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe some of it will just kind of rub off on you.
Well, it ended up, finding out that you can make a career in banking, and people live solid lives with what they're making from banking. Right. But I didn't know that when I was 15 with my working papers and kind of starting out.
See, it's funny. We're similar. At 15, the one job I thought I really didn't want that I wouldn't do is toll booth collector. I always thought that's probably the worst job in the history of the world because it's you can't just get out and walk around and stretch your legs a little bit. You're inhaling fumes all day, right? You're dealing with.
It's got to be rough.
That's got to be. That's a pretty. I mean, there's one job that's worse, but we can't. This is a family show, so we can't even talk about that. So okay, so you started as a part-time teller.
I started as a part-time teller, and then when I came out of school, I had worked for a large brokerage firm, and everything was going great. It was a career for me. And then after 9/11, my husband and I had decided to bring our family down. We're from Jersey City. So we had decided, let's bring our family down south. I was like kind of nervous to even live up there at that point. And when we came down south, I was still working for the brokerage firm, kind of chasing the almighty dollar. And, it just became, wasn't satisfied with it. It wasn't meeting all my needs.
Okay.
So that brokerage firm had wanted to transfer me to Jacksonville, Florida. And I said, you know what? I'll take the package you're offering. They're laying people off. I said, I'll take that package. And, I'll see what I really want to do. And I actually ended up not working for Provident Bank, but for another bank.
Right.
And it completely changed my life. The things that they have taught me, the things just about how a business runs, how to help them, how to get people through their obstacles. It's amazing, the training that I have received, and then just the kind of on-the-job training.
Right.
That's been amazing.
So what's your favorite part of your current position? Like, what do you like best to do every day?
For me, what I love best is when I'm meeting with people and they have a problem, because every day there's a different problem.
Right.
And they have some problem, and I'm able to sit down and kind of go through their problem, give them some solutions, give them some options, and then to be able to kind of track that and see, wow, I made a difference. They're doing better, and it's a win-win.
Okay. So like what kind of problems do you have to overcome? Is it cash flow issues? Is it like I want to buy a house and I can't figure it out? I mean, what does that look like?
I deal mostly with the business customer.
Okay.
So it could be anything of somebody coming in and saying, I want to buy a business.
Right.
How do I do that? I have an idea. How do I make that work? Maybe somebody who's in business and says, I have a good business. I want to get out there more and expand, but how do I get my word out there? I want to hire a marketing company, but I can't afford it.
Right.
What do I do? Maybe it's a dad saying, you know what, I'm going to pass the company on to my son, but my son's not really prepared to purchase it from me. How do I deal with this? So all these different things that you work with, it keeps your day very, very interesting.
Right. Never two things are never the same, right?
No.
Right. Okay. That's very cool. So, I guess you don't think – I think that the average person, when they think about banking or when they think about bankers, quote unquote, they think of their teller who takes their money. They think of, dealing with whatever account issue they're having. I don't think they really think of all of the nuance to dealing with emerging businesses, with established businesses, with really helping folks come up with financial alternatives to improve their quality of life overall. So pretty cool way to think about it. I'd like to talk when we get back. I'd like to talk about how that also transcends into your kind of your not work life, because I know you're involved in a ton of things in the community. So I'd like to talk a little about that when we get back. Is that cool?
It's cool.
All right, cool. Stacey Kavanagh, Provident Bank, VP Market Manager. We'll be right back.
Rush Limbaugh today at noon. More Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin coming up next. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Make a difference at the Jersey Shore. 732-505-1160. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160, 1310, and WOBMAM.com.
Oh, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. 6:21, Thursday, April 7th. 55 degrees, get up to 59. 100% chance of rain, so wear your slicker. WOBM AM 1160, 1310. We are here with Stacey Kavanagh from Provident Bank. So, Stacey, we talked about all the things you do, like in the banking world. So how does that, like, I know that you're also super active outside of the bank. So why don't you talk to us? What are some of your favorite things that you work on in your free time, quote unquote?
Well, one thing that I am very, very involved in is anything really that has to do with children and their development. I try to get my hands into. One of those things, major things in my life, is I'm a cheerleading coach. And I started out when my daughter was cheering, and now my daughter, who's turning 17, which surprises me since I'm only 21.
Right.
That's a really sad story.
That was, yeah.
But that's another Jeremy show. We'll talk about that stuff. But I just kept on, and I've coached hundreds of kids. I'm actually the treasurer of a youth football and cheerleading league under American Youth Football. It has been life-changing. Seeing the stories, seeing the kids really develop, seeing kids maybe that are a little bit troubled, having a place to go. One thing that we kind of always talk about, because we do not deny people the opportunity to participate. Whatever it takes, they get to participate. And we work with the parents. We work with other families. We have families that will donate money just so that other kids can participate. And one thing that will amaze me is when you have these kids that are troubled. They really don't have any guidance. Maybe it's a single mom or dad. They're working, and they're coming to us, and maybe even they're getting into a little bit of trouble while they're there. And the coaches will come to us and say, oh, Joey he's so disruptive, and I can't get this done. I can't get that done. And we tell the coaches, Joey's the most important child that we have here.
Right.
Because Joey has to be here, and we're actually making changes in his life. We have seen it, kids going on to private schools, going on to D1 colleges. It's really, really amazing. And every single year, this new crop of kids come, and when they put on their little uniforms and their jerseys, and I see them the first time, it's like I'm just amazed.
So, do you have a child in the league?
Sometimes I have a son who likes to play football and then quit the next year and then come back.
But you're still in it. You're always in it, though.
Absolutely.
Really? So I'm not gonna lie. I must be super selfish because. I know that that I have I coach my daughter's soccer team, and I know that next Sunday, I believe it is, she's not going to be there because she has a party to go to, and I'm coaching, and I'm like, ugh. I love my girls and I love my team, but when my kid's not in it, it's like, I don't have the same drive. But to be that involved in a league without having that's fantastic. That's very cool.
Well, we all have our different things that we do, and we all have our skills and our gifts.
Right.
And this is something that I can give back of things I know. I know how to financially run things.
Right.
Even the league itself, when I came into the league as their treasurer, they were in the red by $20,000. Now we're able to take care of those kids that don't have the money but have a need, buy things that they need. So I'm good at that.
Cool.
I'm good at dealing with the parents. I enjoy working with the kids. So it's my way of giving back, and the way I can give back, just as you give back in the ways you give back.
Cool. So let me ask you this. So do you have a good eye for cheerleading? I guess I never understand. I was literally watching a cheerleading competition on Saturday morning. Right, I don't know where it was.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jeremy.
No, I know. I was on TV. This is one of those things that's you're flipping around. I was in a hotel room in Houston, and it was ESPN or bust, I guess, at that point. And it was they had a cheerleading competition on, right? And of course, the top 4 schools were all from Texas. But the question is, how do you determine whether a girl is a flyer, if she's a bottom? Or if she's somewhere in the middle, can you just tell that?
Yes. Well, no, you can't tell it.
By body type? Is that how it works?
It doesn't work as body type because you can lift anyone when you have 3-4 people doing it. Basically, you have to do an evaluation.
That's not true. You obviously weren't at my wedding. Sorry, go ahead.
But, we do evaluations. There's a lot of different things to it. You could have the smallest, tiniest girl, and she doesn't know how to kind of hold her body weight up herself.
Right.
And all of a sudden, she feels like she's 400 pounds. So it's just depends on the child, their body control. Where we are, in American Youth Football, it's recreation. No one gets turned away. So, we just kind of work with what we have and get their skills to where we can get them.
Very cool. All right, listen, so maybe I thought it was you can just eyeball them and figure out where they go. You're I think, no, you go over there, just, and just fly. Anyway, all right, cool. So we are here with Stacey Kavanagh. We're talking banking. We're talking cheerleading. God, there's so many things to talk about, right? And we only have one more segment left with Stacey. But when we come back, we're going to give her magic wand so she can make an impact on things, which, she does day to day anyway. And we're going to talk a little about Lemonade Day coming up. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Back after this.
Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. 6:34, Thursday, April 7th. 55 degrees, get up to 59 today, and rainy. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio. Streaming live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 if you want to join the conversation, which is right now with Stacey Kavanagh from Provident Bank. She's a market manager / VP. And so we've talked about banking. We've talked about cheerleading. I mean, that's what we do. We talk cheerleading, banking. And so I know you're involved in a couple other things that I wanted to touch on quickly. So number one, you are one of the 100 women of Ocean County College. So what's that all about? What are you involved with there?
So a few of us got together with the foundation, the executive director of the foundation, Heather, who we all knew in past lives, and got together and sat in a room and said, how can we help women to pay for college, to get them started and going towards their career to make their goals, and how do we do it? And came up with this $50,000, and we said, yeah, we can raise $50,000. And then, kind of gave a time frame of when we could do it and started getting materials together. Ocean County College themselves have been amazing in this effort in helping us as far as marketing and space and ideas. And we have over 100 women. We have a mentor program along with it. I think that's the most important piece of what we do. And we're now actually starting to collect some more women just to focus on the STEM program, because the amount of women in STEM programs right now is it's pathetic.
Right. And
we want to help that. We help new students, non-traditional students, and it's really working out. We're very proud.
Cool. That's Ocean County College. Although I have to say, I feel like it's a little bit of a bait and switch when you say it's the 100 women, and you're like, yeah, there's more than 100 women. It should be like the 105 women.
It was the first 100 women.
I know, whatever. I mean, like if you're in the first 100, you're one of the 100 women. Otherwise, you're just like, you're part of the team. It's not really the 100. Anyway, I'll move right along. All right. So I know you're also participating in Lemonade Day. So tell us a little about Lemonade Day.
So this is my first time participating in Lemonade Day. I'm actually just started working really in the Toms River market in January. So everything is kind of new to me. And I do have to say, just on the side, I absolutely love the people of Toms River. Had I known of how this community was, I never would have moved to my community. I would have moved right to Toms River. Everyone's amazing here. Just learned about Lemonade Day. It kind of really ties in with my personal values of watching children to be able to really develop. With this program, I can't wait to see the kids on Saturday morning, see what business plans they've come up with, see what charities they're looking to give to, and to be able to help them really get this along. So I hope somebody picks me to be their storefront.
Right.
'Cause that would be really embarrassing. That would happen on volleyball in high school. Last one picked. I want to be the first top 10.
Oh, listen, you're preaching to the choir on that one, sister. All right. Listen. So Lemonade Day. Just a quick recap. This Saturday at the Pine Belt, and I think that's 8:30 to 11:30. We are inviting kids to sign up for Lemonade Day on July 9th. July 9th, we're hoping for 500 lemonade stands across Toms River. A couple of quick ways to entice you. Obviously, you're going to teach your child a little bit about becoming an enterprising young adult. Teach them how to build a business plan, how to make more than just lemonade, but figure out, costs versus, expenses versus profits. And then the really cool things are you teach them how to save money by putting it in the bank. You teach them how to share with nonprofits that they could partner with, and teach them about philanthropy and being a good citizen. It's really a fantastic program. And so we strongly encourage you. Oh, and by the way, there's a foundation in town that's giving out $10,000 to the best business plan / lemonade stand overall. So that would be pretty cool too. I mean, 10 grand is, okay for selling one day's worth of lemonade. So that's a great event, and glad to hear that you guys are part of that.
And we actually still need more storefronts for Lemonade Day. So please, if you have a storefront and are willing to help out the kids, reach out to the Greater Toms River Chamber.
Right, Greater Toms River Chamber, or here at Town Square Media, you can go to WOBM's website or any of them, and they'll help you. Or you can just shoot me a note or Facebook or whatever, and I'll take care of that too. All right, cool. Stacey, magic wand, make an impact. What are you doing with it? What are you changing? What are you fixing? What are you impacting?
If I had a magic wand, I would just wipe out this heroin epidemic that we have in our area. I just met with Vicki Weiss, who just has so much information on that, and had learned that since January 1st, we've had 37 deaths due to heroin overdose in our area. It's really, really scary. It's sad. So If I had a magic wand, I would get rid of it, or at least be able to really, really educate people on how to find the signs that maybe your child's becoming involved, or your spouse or your family member. So
Vicki Weiss is the Executive Director, CEO of Court-Appointed Special Advocates. That's CASA of Ocean County. They help advocate for youths that are stuck kind of in the system, in foster care, et cetera, and don't have representation. She does a great job and works obviously very closely with at-risk youth throughout the county. Also, Debbie Heptig at Hope Sheds Light, which is the number one really kind of drug abuse fighting organization here in Ocean County, which is started by by Steve Willis. Bruce Willis is different. Steve Willis, Ron Rossetto, and Arvo Prima, who've all had personal experience, unfortunately, with loss relative to drugs. So some organizations working there in that regard. So it's a great one. Okay. Give us the Reader's Digest version. If people want to learn more about Provident Bank, visit your if they've been compelled now to do business with you, where can they go and find you?
So you can find me on Mule Road at in Holiday Plaza. We have a location in Toms River there. We're at Point Pleasant Beach on Laurel Avenue, and in Brick, New Jersey on Route 88. You can Facebook me. You can LinkedIn with me. You can do all of that. It's Stacey, Stacey, Kavanagh. Also, we have the ProvidentNJ.com is our website. Please, really, if you're looking to make a choice, think about Provident Bank. We've been here. We're a true New Jersey business, and we are all about helping you meet all of your needs.
Awesome. Stacey Kavanagh, thank you so much for your time. Provident Bank, thanks for joining us bright and early this morning. And now you can do what most of my 6 a.m. guests do. Just go take a quick nap before you start your workday, okay?
Thank you for having me.
All right. We'll be right back. More Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin.